I don't want to spoil too much, but um, I decided that I would dye the yellow one that I didn't like at all because I really didn't like that shade of yellow. It was like raincoat yellow. And when I did the dye, I actually put one of my older sleeping gowns that I already had in the washing machine with it. I did expect the dye to transfer to that other one, and it did. It certainly did. In both cases, both colors are were a surprise, a very big surprise. Uh, but they're not bad actually. I'm actually pretty happy about them. Now, I was really confused which route I was gonna take with the yellow dress, and I still don't quite know what I'm gonna do, but things have progressed, and I think I'm actually gonna merge the yellow one and the one I threw in the machine with it. Um, because I think the colors work well together. Obviously, like they were influenced by the same dye, so that helps. And um, yeah, so I'm gonna show you what I'm thinking so far. Nothing's definitive yet. Um, things will change as time goes. But basically, um, this is my old one that I had. It's kind of a light violet, but as you can see, there are a few stains on it here and there. Some of them were because I was wearing it when I was doing the dyeing, and they got splashed, and the dye was more concentrated and left stain on it. Uh, and part of them were old stains that were already there. Which is why, like, I wasn't too mad about putting it in the washing machine because it's old, it's broken in some places, and it had stains already, and it was a light beige, um, which made me feel a bit self conscious about it. So, cutting it up doesn't make me too mad. Now, one thing I do like about it is it has this trimming at the collar that I quite like, and the dye didn't take on that trim at all because of the type of fabric it is. So that's the original colors of that. Um, so here's the yellow one. Ah, sorry. This is an old form that I made with duct tape because I needed something, you know. Um, I would say it's kind of a roach brown. Um, Now I had to do it in two batches, and there was an accident. The pot that had this was in one pot, and all the other pieces that I ripped from it, that I unpicked from it, were in a different pot, and that pot actually pierced through. It was an old pot, and it was rusty, and it actually pierced through. So because of that accident, I don't have exactly the same shades of brown as you can see. Um, but they're pretty together still. It's just they're different. Um, but and like you can see the shirt too, it has some patches that didn't quite take the same because obviously it was crunched up in the pot. So of course the dyeing process is not perfect. I didn't expect it to be, but it's pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with it. So the way I'm going to go about it, um, for sure I'm gonna cut the front open, like straight down. And I'm gonna add a new front panel that will go down all the way. And these are actually, I'm gonna let hang loosely as panel and edging with trim, lace trim of some kind. And the trimming of this neck piece I'm gonna use over here like so. I am gonna remove this piece because here, as you can see, it's broken, and I will change the shape a bit, but basically that's gonna go there. Then sorry, I'm mixing pieces. So that's for that. Then I am gonna, at the back, put this lace that I have. That's gonna connect at the shoulders, and I will leave the fabric under it. So this section I'm gonna leave probably under it. I'm not 100% sure yet, but if I do, it would help with the solidity of the whole thing. And like, that's a lace that I bought a while ago because I liked it. I had no project for it. Like when I mentioned, like when I find something nice, I buy it just because, so I can have it when I do have a project that might use it. And I think this works perfectly with this color. One thing I'm gonna do, I need to also split the back. I'm not sure I'm gonna. If I do split at the back, I'm probably gonna add one of those pieces or something that would be lighter brown, but it's actually not bad. Like if I put it up here and spread it like that, yeah, that's not horrible. And yeah, okay, that's not bad. I kind of like that. I'm actually gonna put a pin in it to say I like that. Let's put a pin in it. Obviously, if I do put this here, since the browns are different, I am gonna need some type of lace trimming. Do I have anything that might work? No, not really, huh? I don't want to use that one for it. Well then, I do believe that this lace, you know, the lace I showed for the previous one, for the blue one, I think this lace is gonna work well for this. Like if I put a trim like so or something, just like to make a separation. And that's what I'm gonna do at the front too. I don't know if it's gonna be like that or if I'll gather it. I don't know yet, as you can tell. Instead of this triangle, I might just use this for it. Like, I'm gonna use a sleeve for that purpose here, like so. Yeah, actually, that's probably better. It'll be the same look as the front, but yeah, I kind of like that better. Remove the pin here. Like I can put this triangle, something like here. Sorry, I'm designing as I'm talking, as you can see, so It's just the way thing goes when you're making things up as you go. And then if I use the sleeve just to show me what it might be like. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with that. Um, because then I have an idea for the skirt. An actually pretty good idea, I think. That'll be better. Um, and then the sleeves. One thing I do know is I'm gonna use these sleeves and make it a long sleeve by going like this. Oh, that didn't look right. But basically, this sleeve is gonna be sewn inside this seam to form a long sleeve like this. Like this. That I know for sure I'm gonna do. Because I do like the long sleeveness of it. Now the lace trim here. Oh yeah, I'll put a lace trim here. I like, yeah, I'll put a lace trim here for sure. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, and the idea is not finalized. What I do need to do so I can start is unpick this color trim, because this color trim is gonna determine the actual shape of the trim, because at the back I need to go like this with it. Follow the top of this lace like that. Um, and whatever I have left at the front is gonna determine, is gonna be part of what determines the line of the color here. And since I'm gonna open this, there's actually gonna be a little spread, same at the back. So yeah, as for this thing, this design here, I am probably gonna paint over it eventually because I think it looks dumb. Like especially the writing is just random. The pen. It's just meh. So either I'll cover it in the designing process, or I'll just paint over it or something using fabric paint. Now this one, the stains, since there's a few of them, some more egregious than others, if they cause a problem for me, what I might do is I bought some Inktense pencils. They are ink that you can use kind of like a watercolor, and once they dry in place, you iron them and they're permanent after that. So what I'm gonna do, if it bothers me, like when I finished the whole redesign and put it together and it's done, if some stains are causing me issues, I'll use the Inktense and probably draw some patterns over it. But I'll see at that point, because that's very much down the line. And yeah. So that's the progress so far that I have, that I'm thinking of doing. So from now on, this is not going to be called the yellow one anymore, for obvious reasons. It's probably going to be the brown one, or the roach one, or the maroon. No, not maroon. Maroon is redder. Yeah, probably the brown one. Yeah, the brown one. And one thing that's nice about pairing these two together is that this fabric might continue to shed some dye every time I wash it. So as long as I wash them on their own, like I wash this sleeping road on its own every time, even if like the dye distributes and or fades away, they're still gonna work together the whole time, because this was beige and this was bright yellow. So like even their pre-dye colors would have worked together. And so like even if the colors fade, they'll always work well together. So I think putting them together, merging those two, is gonna be a good idea. This one fits much better than any of the ones I tried, because I had it before and it wasn't ordered from eBay. I got it from a friend. Um, so I have a bit more fabric to work with thanks to that, but it is kind of short, which was one of the reasons why I was feeling self conscious about it. So combining it with this, I'll be able to figure out a way to make the skirt longer in the end, and I think it'll be for the best to do that. Um, the big surprise, the happy surprise, is the fact that I had this lace for the back. I think it's gonna put a really nice accent that I wouldn't have had otherwise, and help me make decisions for the back, for how to design the back. Now I put this triangle here. I might use one of the other pieces, but I'll see at that point. But yeah, that's how it's gonna go so far. I think this lace fits on this color so well, like really so well. Oh, I actually pinned it upside down. Like you can see, it's a lighter on this side. It still works well. Like it still works really well. So, uh, putting it like that, yeah, it still works really well, and it actually works even better with this now, because those lighter colors in the flowers are kind of that color. So, yeah, I think this is gonna work. We'll see how it goes from here.